You see her walking alone at night. Don't stop. Don't speak. Just run. She is Roku Rakubi. The story begins in a small village called Hoshizaki, located in Japan, where a woman named Akemi lived. She was kind, polite, and lived alone in a small wooden house. No one knew her secret. Akemi wasn't an ordinary woman. She was a Rokurokubi, cursed to have her neck stretch incredibly long at night. Every night, when the village slept, Akemi's neck would grow, and her head would roam freely. She would wander the dark streets. One night, a traveler named Taro arrived in the village and stayed at an inn near Akemi's house. Unable to sleep, Taro decided to take a walk. As he walked under the moonlight, he saw Akemi. Her head was floating in the air, her neck twisting and curling like a snake. Taro didn't scream. He ran back to the inn, locked the door, and waited for morning. The next day, Taro told the villagers what he saw. They confronted Akemi, demanding the truth. She tried to deny it, but the fear in their eyes showed they already knew. "Leave," an elder said. "You cannot stay here." Akemi packed her things and disappeared into the woods, never to be seen again. This story is from Japan. Comment your country, and I will make a scary story from your country. True scary legend of Hachishaku-sama, or 8 feet tall, is a famous Japanese urban legend about a tall, ghostly woman who preys on children. According to the legend, once she chooses a child, she follows them everywhere. One summer, a boy named Takashi visited his grandparents in the countryside. While playing outside, he heard a strange po, po, po sound. Turning around, he saw a tall woman in a white dress with long black hair and a creepy smile standing near a tree. That night, his grandparents panicked when he told them. His grandfather locked all doors while his grandmother called a monk. The monk arrived and placed charms around Takeshi's room. "Do not open the door, no matter what you hear," he warned. At midnight, Takeshi heard knocking and his mother's voice begging, "Let me in." He wanted to open the door, but he didn't. By morning, the monk checked the charms. They had turned black, meaning she had tried to enter. Takeshi left the village immediately. He never saw her again. The people in town worked hard to hide a dark secret. In 1966, there was a woman named Miss Maggie. She was a nanny, and everyone liked her. She took care of many children and seemed kind and trustworthy. But then, some of the children she looked after started disappearing. No one suspected Miss Maggie because she was so nice. One day, a thief broke into her house, looking for valuables. He found a locked room and thought there might be something important inside. When he broke the lock and opened the door, he was shocked. The walls were covered with pictures of the missing children. Terrified, the thief ran to the police and told them everything. Miss Maggie was arrested, but she refused to say what had happened to the children. The police searched her house but didn't find anything strange. Then they checked her garden. The flowers there were unusually bright and beautiful. What they discovered in the garden was horrifying. The truth was so terrible that the townspeople decided to keep it a secret forever. If you enjoy our stories, don't forget to follow us for more. I will never forget the night when I saw this man dancing late at night. It happened one night when I was walking home. The street was empty and quiet, too quiet. I was passing under this flickering streetlight when I saw him, a man, tall, thin, wearing a suit. At first, I thought maybe he was just a weirdo, but then I saw how he moved. He was dancing, sort of. His arms and legs twisted in ways that didn't look normal, like a puppet with broken strings. And his smile, oh God, his smile. It stretched across his face like it was stuck there, too wide, too sharp. I felt this cold fear crawl up my back. I tried to act like I didn't see him. I kept walking, faster now, but something made me glance back. He had stopped dancing. He was just standing there, perfectly still, staring at me. Then he started walking toward me, slowly. That's when I ran. I didn't stop until I got to my apartment. I locked the door, heart pounding, hands shaking. After a few minutes, I peeked out the window. He was gone, but I still feel like he's out there, smiling, waiting. Guys, comment some scary story ideas so I can make a story. In Japan, there's a chilling true story about a doll named Okiku that continues to terrify people to this day. In 1918, a young boy named Aikichi Suzuki bought a beautiful doll for his 2-year-old sister, Okiku, while visiting Sapporo. The doll had traditional Japanese features, with black hair and a kimono. Okiku loved the doll dearly and played with it every day. Tragically, the little girl fell ill and died the following year. To honor her memory, her grieving family placed the doll in a shrine. Soon after, strange things began to happen. The doll's hair, originally cut short, started to grow. The family, believing that the spirit of Okiku had inhabited the doll, regularly trimmed its hair, but it continued to grow back. In 1938, when the Suzuki family moved, they felt they could not take the doll with them, so they entrusted it to the Maninji Temple in Hokkaido. The monks at the temple also witnessed the doll's hair growing and have kept it ever since, trimming its hair when it gets too long. The doll, now known as the Okiku doll, remains in the temple, drawing curious visitors who come to see this eerie phenomenon. Petrovaradin Fortress is haunted by this woman. Mira was a kind and happy young woman from a small village near Petrovaradin Fortress. She lived a simple life, but found joy in little things. One of those joys was her love for a soldier named Luca. They dreamed of a future together. But one day, Luca was called to war. Mira's heart broke, but she never lost hope. Every night, she climbed the walls of Petrovaradin Fortress and danced under the moonlight. She believed her dancing would bring Luca back to her. One night, as Mira danced, a strong wind rushed through the fortress, making the moonlight disappear. When the light returned, Mira was gone. Some say the spirits of the fortress took her. For years, villagers claimed to see a ghostly figure dancing on the fortress walls under the moonlight. Others heard sad, quiet music in the wind. Many believe Mira's spirit still waits for Luca, forever dancing in the night. In Philippines, there is a true scary story about a haunted place called the Ozone Disco Club. It used to be a fun place, but in March 18th, 1996, a terrible fire broke out. The place was packed with young people, many of them celebrating their future. The emergency exits were locked, and people couldn't get out. In just minutes, thick smoke filled the room, and flames spread fast. Over 160 people died, most of them students. It became one of the deadliest nightclub fires in the world. After the tragedy, the building was abandoned, but people nearby started saying they could still hear screams, loud music, and even people crying inside the empty structure at night. Some taxi drivers said they picked up passengers near the ruins, only to find their back seats empty moments later. Others say they saw shadows dancing behind the broken windows. Even today, people believe the souls of those who died are still trapped inside. This story is from Philippines. Comment a story idea from your country.